would like to seek the guidance of the House, of the leadership of the House, as to my correct title. Whether I am broad-based whip or whether I am the main whip. I know there are only two, broad-based and main. So I think I am the main one, so if you could just ask the House to be acknowledging me as the main whip.
The Honorable Millie.
Yes.
You are quite okay, but could we finish? Because we are in the middle of order number 6. And nothing is out of order with order number 6. So let's deal with that, then we come to you. Honorable Basaris, this is your chance.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for your indulgence and my apologies. Honorable Speaker, I beg to give notice on the following motion, that aware that Article 43.1, as read together with Article 53.1b of the Constitution, provides that every person has the right to education and enshrines the right of every child to free and compulsory basic education. Further aware that the Kenya Vision 2030 identifies education as a crucial component for transforming the country into a globally competitive nation. Appreciating that bursaries play a vital role in supplementing funding for enhancing access to education, particularly for students from disadvantaged backgrounds, and contributes to the realization of universal basic education, noting that various education bursaries exist in the country, including ward-based level bursaries, county governments bursaries, National Government Constituency Development Fund, NGCDF, the National Government Affirmative Action Fund, NGAF, and the Presidential Secondary School Bursaries, PSSB, further noting that the evolution of bursary schemes from centralized to community-based administrations aimed to enhance educational access, equity, and responsiveness to local needs, concerned that despite these efforts, the current bursary system faces numerous challenges, including lack of standardized and transparent selection criteria, delay in disbursement of funds, and insufficient coverage of education costs, leading to gaps of support. Further concerned that these challenges have resulted in persistent disparities in education access, increased dropout rates, particularly in secondary schools due to financial constraints, and strain on household incomes as families struggle to meet educational expenses not covered by bursaries. Acknowledging that the implementation of community-based bursary schemes has not fully achieved its intended objective, hence the need to reevaluate the current bursary systems with a view to ensuring equitable and free access to quality education for all students. Cognizant that the duty of the government to provide free basic education can be best achieved by consolidating education funds and directly remitting to public schools. Now, therefore, this House urges that the government, through the Ministry of Education, in collaboration with various stakeholders, undertakes a comprehensive overhaul of the educational bursary systems with a view to collapsing all bursary schemes and allocating funds to the State Department of Education for provision of free basic education through capitation to be directly remitted to schools. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Before I listen to Millie, Honorable Millie, I would like to reorganize the order paper so that we do order 8 and 9, then we come back and listen to Honorable Millie, and then go to order number 7.
Order number 8, motion. Appointment of a firm to provide external audit services to the Office of the Auditor General. Question to be put.
Members, debate on this motion has been concluded. I therefore put the question that this House adopt the report of Public Accounts Committee on the procurement of external audit services for the Office of the Auditor General for the financial years 2022-2023, 2023-2024, and 2024-2025, laid on the table of the House on Wednesday, 14th August 2024, and pursuant to the provisions of Article 226, sub 4 of the Constitution, and Section 43 of the Public Audit Act, Cap 412B, appoint Messrs. PKF Kenya LLP for purposes of providing external audit services to the Office of the Auditor General, that is the OAG, with respect to, 1, the accounts of the Office of the Auditor General for the period 2022-2023, 2023-2024, and 2024-2025, and 2, the financial statements for the staff mortgage and car loan scheme of the Office of the Auditor General for the financial years 2022-2023, 2023-2024, and 2024-2025. Will as many of the opinions say aye? Will as many of the contrary opinions say nay? The ayes have it.
Order number 9, the Kenya Revenue Amendment Bill, Amendment number 2 Bill, National Assembly Bill number 35 of 2024, first reading. A bill for an act of Parliament to amend the Kenya Revenue Authority Act.
Thank you.
Order number 7, questions and statements.
Honorable Millie, this is your chance now to say what you wanted to say at that time.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. And Mr. Speaker, before I raise the issue that was of concern to me, I just wanted to indicate that I might have bouts of interruptions because I'm coughing a little, and I think that there is an outbreak of influenza in the country, and the Ministry of Health needs to tell the public that there is a problem and that there is a way that we need to manage it. Because I put it on my Facebook and everybody is commenting, and because there's no proper way of management, it's becoming a challenge. It's not a problem if you have a problem in the country, you just need to find better way of managing. That was, by the way, Mr. Speaker. But my main, I told you, Mr. Speaker, I have two main concerns. Mr. Speaker, I just wanted to have a ruling from your side that...
The Honorable Pukosa is saying you should have a mask as part of the management of this process. But
yes, I agree. If I can be provided with one, I'll be very happy. Okay, then though I'm at the tail end of it.
Proceed.
Mr. Speaker, if I can be provided with one. Mr. Speaker, and I hope the House is well equipped as part of that management, that they should be having masks at all times.
Proceed.
Mr. Speaker, you know, and I want to thank all the members who supported my position as a minority whip, even though I wanted to be minority leader, but I'm glad that I occupied the seat of minority leadership because then it allowed me to be a whip. And I want to encourage all the young women, Angukanayo, that is how you get seats. They are never given, you grab. And Mr. Speaker, the only thing I'd wanted you to clarify is that since then, there has been an issue about broad-based. And so I came in as a minority whip, but I'm seeing that there's a broad-based things. Within the broad-based concept, can Honorable Soro be called the broad-based whip and me the main whip? So that for purposes of clarity, we have Honorable Soro as the broad-based whip and me as the main whip. That was my first concern. The second issue I wanted to raise, Mr. Speaker, is that I've sat here at the position of minority whip. And I don't know who was sitting here, because you know nowadays we have a digital parliament. And the Gen Zs have really taken us speedy. And there could be a Gen Z up here taking a screenshot. And what I found here is a profile of my good friend and brother, Honorable Moses Kuria. Somebody might just interpret that I've come to be whipped to harass my good brother Moses Kuria. Could I please know who was sitting here and what interest they have in Honorable Moses Kuria? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you so much. I hope you're going to be provided with a mask. And because what is outside of order?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. You know, Honorable Millie, the minority whip